Hello. Hey guys, come party with me right before I go to bed. I'm just joking, I'm not going to bed. It's like 9:30 here. It's not happening, guys. I guess I can't invite people. Okay. So I'm really excited for this talk because it's going to change your life. My day has been crazy though, I need to let it all out. Today has been crazy, but also super exciting. I've been on sales calls all day, or connection calls with people. I am so excited for this course that's starting on Monday. Like, so excited. The people that are going to be in there are some badass people, really badass. I'm so excited. Okay, but we're going to jump right into what you're here for, how to manifest money quickly. So I've kind of collected a bunch of different techniques from many different books and just life experiences, figuring out what works the best. So I'm going to talk about your big goals, right? Like your really big goals, how to manifest those at the same time as these smaller, let's say 1 month goals, 2 month goals. Okay, so your bigger, because I always get confused with that, right? I'm like, which one should I be visualizing? For me, my big goal is to have $1 million business. And I always get worried because I want to visualize my goal for, let's say, the end of this month. But I also don't know if I should be visualizing that big end goal of like $1 million business. So I'm going to separate the two for the sake of just making things easier. Okay, so the big goals first. To manifest the big goals, what I did and what I found worked really well, I just started doing it this year as of last January. So I wrote down my 3 big goals that I wanted. And what I did is I'd do it on a cue card. I'd write the goal and then the exact date that I want to achieve it by, right? So my big goal was to own $1 million business by January 2019, which if I follow all the right steps and I actually follow my plan of action, it should happen, okay? My second goal is to actually have my own sales funnel set up by the end of this year. And I didn't think it was gonna happen, but it's done. Like my sales funnel is done now and it's ready to launch and run ads to it in January. So I'm super pumped about that. It happened, right? And what I did is I just, sorry, my WhatsApp. And then my third goal was to hire a really good coach to help me, my business coach. And my business coach is Lacey Seitz. She's amazing, by the way. If you guys know who she is, reach out to her. She's amazing. So those are my 3 big goals. And what I did is I just took that cue card and I put it on my fridge and it just stayed there. And I didn't even look at it every day, but it was just always there in my, I just glance at it once a day kind of thing. And 2 out of the 3 goals have already manifested just by it being there. I didn't have to actually visualize this stuff. I just naturally took the actions and I achieved those, right? And that's why I truly believe that $1 million business is only a year away from now, which is really, really exciting because those other 2 goals did manifest. Okay, so the second thing you need to do for your big goals is have a vision board. And I know, the vision board is kind of, everyone talks about it. The thing with that is I find vision boards work really well for the bigger goals, not as well, for me personally anyway, for the smaller stuff. And I will get into the techniques for the smaller stuff, like how to manifest the money quick, right? Or whatever it is you want, how to manifest that quickly. Vision boards work really well for the bigger goals, I find. And for me, I just use Pinterest. And I have a vision board on Pinterest. And I just have all my big goals there. And again, they corresponded with my goals that I keep on my fridge, those bigger goals. And I only look at that Pinterest board maybe once a week when I have time. But again, it worked really well with those bigger goals, right? The reason I think that does so well is because you're kind of immersing yourself into this new lifestyle. So for me, the lifestyle I made on my Pinterest board is like $1 million business, wealth, diamonds, champagne, yachts, right? And you're just immersing yourself into that experience. So that's what I suggest for the bigger goals. For the smaller goals, I have a very specific ritual that I follow every day to achieve this. And it has worked. So since I implemented this ritual, maybe 6 months ago, I have hit my goal, my financial goal anyway, because that's kind of what's most important in terms of my goal setting is the financial goal each month. But I've hit my goal every single month since I started doing this. So the first thing you need to do, or what I do, is I wake up and I just I think Tony Robbins kind of talks about this, and a lot of people talk about this, and even in The Secret, but waking up with gratitude and just picking, 3 things that you're really grateful for in that moment while you're laying in bed will honestly change your life, change your entire day, just change the way you look at life in general. Okay. So like even if it's just like being in a warm bed, I'm so grateful for this warm bed. I'm grateful for my 2-year-old son. Even though he wakes me up at 5 a.m. sometimes, I'm grateful that he's there kissing my face. It's a great way to wake up. I'm grateful that I get to sit on the couch and watch cartoons with him for a few hours, and I can drop him off at daycare whenever I want, right? Like just that gratitude will change your day. It'll change your entire outlook on life. The second thing I do is I will journal in the morning. Now, if you don't know how to journal or you haven't done it before, journaling, the right way to journal is to write your ideal life as if the way you want it to be, like as if you already have it, right? So I would say I'm so grateful now that, first of all, I would start with what I already have. So I'm grateful that I get to spend my day with my son. I'm grateful that I have a successful business. And then I would say I'm grateful that I have $1 million business, but I would include everything as if I already have it, right? I'm grateful for my brand new Mercedes-Benz. I'm grateful for my penthouse condo, whatever it is you want. Write it as if you already have it. And then write, for the big ones. For example, my goal for the end of December is a $20,000 month. And then I'll talk about how it feels to have that. I'll say it feels safe. It feels abundant. It feels, it tastes like oysters. It tastes like champagne. And like I'll just immerse myself into that entire experience for that goal for this specific month. Okay. Right after I journal, and I just do 1 page. You don't have to spend too much time, maybe 10, 15 minutes. But after I'm done journaling, I will visualize. Guys, you got to do it. Like people aren't talking shit when they say go and visualize. Like it actually works. Okay. Law of attraction, whether you believe it or not, or you kind of heard about it and you're just interested in it, like it works whether you like it or not, whether you believe in it or not. So use it to your advantage. Okay. I journal every morning. After gratitude, I then journal every morning, and then I will visualize. It takes 68 seconds, I believe it is, for a manifestation to start to take place. So visualize like at least 2 minutes a day, just 2 minutes, take 3 deep breaths and visualize like your goal. Like I will visualize 20 grand in front of me. I see the number and then I just feel it like falling on me. And like I literally imagine the money touching my face. Like I can feel it, right? I can hold it. I'm feeling the excitement. I'm seeing my clients around me just excited and happy and like handing me money because they're so excited to work with me. And then I feel excited that I get to work with them, that I get to change their lives, that I get to help them. Okay. Just 2 minutes a day. Like honestly, you're going to want to do it longer. You want to be there for 15 minutes. Just at least start with the 2 minutes a day. Okay. So visualizing, and then, what's the other thing I do? Oh yes. One thing that will totally change the way you attract money. And I didn't believe it at first. I was like, oh, this is all like, it's just going to be a waste of time. It's bullshit. But if you make and I got this idea from Denise Dunfield's book, Get Rich, Lucky Bitch. So she suggests that you make a forgiveness list. So what I did, and I wasn't sure if this was going to work because it took forever, believe me, but it does work. So I made a list of like every memory I have, every bad memory I have around money. And so it could be everything from like my dad, like I remember my dad going into a corner store and he brought me with him, and he asked for like food for free. Like he wanted milk and bread and stuff. And he's like, oh, I have to feed my daughter. And I still remember like standing there looking at this guy. I still remember the look on his face. And that was a really bad memory, right? So that's just an example. I had like pages upon pages of this stuff. Yes, Claudio, you need to read that. It's honestly amazing. It's from like a woman's perspective, but it's in terms of mindset and attracting money, it's like one of the best books I've ever read. So yeah, make an entire list of all the negative memories you have around money. And then you have to go through every single memory. So I would go to that memory. I would feel like I'm there again. I would feel everything I felt in the moment. And then I would say, like, imagine I'm looking at my dad and I say, I forgive you, I'm sorry, and I love you. So obviously the I forgive you part is, you're forgiving the situation, The I'm sorry part is acknowledging that you had some part in it. Even though I was a kid and I obviously didn't have a part in that, it was a lesson that I needed to learn. Like God was giving me a lesson. So it's, I'm sorry that you had to be a part of that lesson that I had to learn, right? It's just acknowledging that you had a part in the universal plan to learn something from that. And then the I love you, just ending it with love. Honestly, even if you don't mean it, and like some of these memories, I was gritting my teeth as I was saying this. But at the end of the day, like I'm telling you, the next day I attracted like $2,000 and like it was more than that, $2,500 from a new client, right? So it works. And like this is a client that like I thought was long gone that I haven't talked to in months, and they came back. Like just all of a sudden, right? So that stuff works. The last thing you need to do, okay, so we're talking about like the 5 steps to visualizing or manifesting money quickly. First is wake up with gratitude. Number 2 is journal. Number 3 is visualize. Number 4 is do a forgiveness list. And number 5, this isn't gonna come as a big shock to you, but you can't just sit on your ass and visualize all day, okay? You can't sit there and be like, and expect things to come to you. I know some people preach that, and I'm sure for like the master manifestors like Buddha or like I don't even know who's in complete control of their mind, I'm sure it's possible to just attract whatever you want and it'll manifest instantly. But for most of us, we believe that that's complete bullshit. Like we have some messed up money stories that we need to face, and we as a human species, for the most part, we believe that we need to earn we don't believe that we can just get money for free. We feel that we need to earn it in some way. So tip number 5, the fifth thing you need to do is take inspired action. Okay, so inspired action means posting in a group, a Facebook group, let's say, your story, and then you end with a little promotion or a question of some sort that will get your clients talking to you and build a conversation, build a connection, right? When you do stuff like that, and you come from an authentic place and you're telling your story in a high vibe space like that, like you just came out of meditation and you're feeling good and you're like, I'm gonna write a post and put it in Facebook groups. You write that, you are in a complete alignment, you're happy, you just wanna post for the sake of like connecting with people. That is where you're going to manifest money really fast, okay? So let's say your goal for this month is $5,000 or $10,000 or $20,000, whatever you want to make in your business. While you're obviously visualizing that coming to you, and then you're taking inspired action by, posting in groups or reaching out to someone who just pops in your head. Like this is inspired stuff that just comes to you all of a sudden, right? So do that, right? Like it's the inspired action, and learn from people. Guys, this isn't bullshit. You can have a very successful 6-figure business from Facebook groups, okay? I'm an example of this, and so many other people are examples. We are not full of shit. We're not lying. We're not selling you some dream, okay? Just do it. Like, do the mindset work. Know that you're worth it. Manifest the money, and then take inspired action. Which leads me to, if you want to know which inspired actions to take, and exactly how I built my 6-figure business using Facebook groups, then I would like to invite you to join me for my 30-day Facebook group marketing course that starts on Monday. Okay, so I'm walking you through like exactly what I did. I'm completely setting you up, whether you're brand new or an expert. It doesn't matter. Like this is going to make you money. And I have a $5,000 guarantee. So if you don't make at least $5,000 from this course, like you get your money back. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm walking you through like how to set up your profile and business page, how to package your services. We create 3 different levels of packages. The sales call, how to close 80% of your sales calls. And then after those 3 days of setup, we're going to get right into the marketing part of, how to make money. Because we want to get some money in your pocket before the holidays, right? So every day I'm giving you a task that's going to start bringing in money right away, right? And I'm talking like at least $5,000. If your brand spanking new and you're not confident in what you're doing, like it's going to be at least, that's my guarantee is $5,000, right? If you know what you're doing, you've been around for a while, then maybe it's $10,000, maybe it's $15,000, whatever your goal is, whatever you're comfortable reaching for. Like the minimum you're going to make is an extra $5,000 from this. So that's what we're doing. We start on Monday. The investment for that course is $333. It's a complete steal. And again, I have a $5,000 guarantee for that. So the link is right, I believe it's above me right now. I'll also post the link in the comments here. And please feel free to, like, if you have any questions at all, or you're not sure if you're a good fit, you can send me a message or, you know, an email, whatever you want. And we can talk about it. I'm not going to push you to buy anything that you're not comfortable with. And, you know, I'll answer all of your questions, whatever you need. Okay. So have a great night. Happy manifesting. And I am super excited for this course on Monday. I hope to see you in there. If you are a badass boss and you are ready to just make a change and go after your dreams and manifest your dreams with inspired action, then please reach out to me or click the link above. Have a great night, guys. Bye.